of sterling. Your price goes from $534.99 and a budget pay of $107, 5 interest-free budget pays. Your price goes down to $401, which means your budget pay goes from $107 to $80.25. And you locked in that 25% savings on every single budget pay. These, among the crew here at Shop LC, the labella pieces are just absolutely gorgeous. And just like any piece that you think, well, that's, oh, that's my good ring. Oh, that's my good whatever. This is one of your good ones, and it will instantly become an everyday wearable piece. Now, the length on this, let me get my ruler over here. The length on this gives you lots of possibilities for wearing it. First of all, it's going to be 22 to 24 inches, and that's because you do have an extender on the back. Okay, so amazingly gorgeous. This is a beautiful wheat chain, and it's done in an expanded view so you can see just exactly how complicated that is. A lot of people, when they're describing a chain, or you think about a chain, because sometimes the links are so small, a lot of people really just have the misconception that it's just a bunch of different strands of wire all braided. And that's not it. I mean, this is hundreds of individual links. The links themselves are in a certain pattern, a certain shape, and then they're woven together. This is like taking, this is like taking little individual pieces of thread and knitting them together into a certain pattern. That's what this is. Very high tech, beautifully made. The polish on this is all done by hand. And there's your labella tag, and the oversized lobster claw clasp is also important because it's one of those subtle details where you see it all done there in line. So the silhouette of the chain never breaks. Okay. Lock in that savings. That's 25% off. Your shipping is free anytime an item is over $50 as well. So you've got a lot of bonuses, a lot of bells, a lot of perks, a lot of whistles. But there are only 29 of you that can own one of our most popular labella silhouettes, and you need to grab it right now. Shop one, type it down below. Go ahead and put that in your cart. And remember, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee, which is also a really cool thing. All right, we're going to move on to the next one now. Get ready for Shop 2. Gosh, that's a gorgeous piece. That's a gorgeous piece. Now, this is something, I remember when Chuck Clemency came back one year from Tucson with this. And, oh my gosh, I'd never seen this before. And that's the thing too. You think, well, I sort of seen it all in jewelry. It doesn't change. It's just, there's just repetition of patterns. Oh no, my friends, the ice chain is definitely gorgeous. Take a look at that. The first time I saw this, I thought that is a diamond pave necklace because it's got that sort of, hey, how you doing look to it. Again, a beautiful piece. And this one, it has gorgeous finishing details on the end as well. Let me just show you that. So the end caps are also beautiful. The silhouette of the oversized lobster claw clasp. You know that you're going to put this on and wear it. It's got lots of safety. It's got lots of security. And honestly, when you're wrangling 37 grams of sterling silver, you need a powerful clasp on the end, okay? So this is the ice chain. This is little individual links where you have two of these beautiful little barrels that are stacked together, and the barrels themselves, if you took them apart and you looked at them, they have the shape of a 4-leaf clover. So it's like taking little 4-leaf clovers. I could do this in a minute if I was at home getting dressed, but because I'm doing that, I got it. The oversized lobster claw clasp is super easy to work, in spite of me trying to do it live and backwards, okay? But the way that this is shaped, if you imagined little 4-leaf clovers, instead of looking at them like this so you can see the 4 petals, you look at them like this, and they're all just stacked up like this. Stacked, stacked, stacked. Yeah? Stacked, stacked, stacked. So here's the thing. Each one of these is not only stacked, but each one of these has multiple diamond cuts. Yeah, multiple diamond cuts. And that's where the ice sparkle shows up. I'll show it to you in a second here. Now, this is an emergency, guys. We have 6 of these in stock. This is Shop 2. The ice chain, I would say that the ice chain next to the rope, which is a classic, everybody loves but this is one of those pieces next to the paperclip, next to the Cubans, which just really knocks this out of the park. Look at that. And that photo is on a stark white background. When that chain shows up with that amount of personality and brilliance on a background that's just just plain Jane white, you know that this one's on fire. Okay. 37 grams. So this is a powerful silhouette. This one is going to be 22 inches. Now we just finished Mother's Day. I want you to think ahead just a little bit and start thinking about dad. Your dad, your grad, anybody that needs a really, really important piece. And I'm going to say important, even though this price tag is going to be silly low. Everyday low price on this, right around $4,000 again. And this is going to be the same price point as the labella. So you've got an automatic his and hers moment here, or hers and hers, or yours and mine, or ours, or they're both mine, and maybe we'll talk about you borrowing it. That's a possibility too. Okay, 6 of these and that's it. Type in Shop 2 down below. You're going to get to the Shop LC website. Now, the only thing that you're probably not going to see on the Shop LC website is that amount of sparkle. When you take a metal that's got as much natural reflectivity as sterling silver and you add those diamond cuts and you bright polish them, I mean, twinkle, fire, brilliance, just pick your sparkly word and just line them all up, because that's the way this is going to look on your neckline. It's gorgeous. Beautiful ladies on us. Perfect for a gentleman as well. It's going to look great over a collar. It's going to look great over your favorite sports jersey. This one will look great as you're shooting hoops with the kids, or maybe the kids are shooting hoops. This is a very handsome chain for a young man, too, who's just finally finishing up those studies and getting ready to get out in the world and needs that important accessory to set him up, to set him apart from the pack just a little bit. This goes from $534.99, $107, all the way down to your budget pay from $107 to $80. Let me just do this in common sense for you. Let me just flip right over into mama, auntie, grandma mode, bossy neighbor, whatever. That is a $27 savings times 5 on this gorgeous piece. I would love to tell you that on the bigger pieces, we always have them in stock, but that's not the case, because this is one of those things that you put your toe in the water and you say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to try that. $534 for a chain, that's a little bit more than I was expecting to spend. But when that $534 goes down to $401, and then the $401 goes down to 5 payments of $80 and change, and they're interest free. And let me make myself really clear here. When we say interest free, that budget pay is absolutely not some secondary finance company that we're allowing them to have access to all of our email list and our customers. No, that budget pay arrangement is a neighborly, honest, old-fashioned relationship. You rely on us, we rely on you, there's no interest. So your first payment of $80 and change will get this delivered to your neckline in just a few days. And take a pair of scissors and just put them in the glove compartment of whatever it is you drive, okay? The golf cart, the gator, the tractor, the truck, the basket on your bicycle, however you get down to the mailbox, because you will want to open this right away and put it on your neckline. It is absolutely stunning. And have you noticed, Tyler? I don't know how we go to the mall. I would say we probably pop in every 4 or 6 weeks, because my grandson gets his hair cut at a certain place and he got to go there. And of course, while he's waiting and, getting all spruced up, I'm going to go mosey around and see what I can find out. Oh my gosh. Number one at the mall, the quality of the chains you're getting, the variety of the chains that you're not getting, the price points that are on the tags are just like, I'm surprised that my head hasn't exploded. Okay, really. When you want variety and value and you want really iconic looking things that are different now and they become iconic for the future as well, this is where you shop, even on something that's just precious metal. Listen, I want you to stick with me, because in the next segment, we're going to do lab grown diamonds, and we're going to have some serious chat about that as well. But in the meantime, that's just everyday wearable. You could wear that anywhere, to any important meeting, to any family function, just anywhere that you need a little pick-me-up. Just give it a try. Please, just give it a try. And if you've never tried us before, this is the perfect time to do it, because you're getting such an up-close and fun look at all these gorgeous pieces. All right, it's the ice chain. I'm going to show you an up-close and personal look, and here's how you grab it. There are only 6 of these. Now, will we have these back in inventory again? Yes, I'm pretty sure we will, because this one is one that is surprisingly in high demand. And actually, I'm not surprised. But I want you to look at that linkage. And that's just the studio lights. We've got a few, little lights popped up in here. Look at that. I mean, when anybody that sees that from across the room, they're going to automatically think, oh my gosh, it's a diamond pave look. There's a special tool that they have to go in and literally perfectly just at the right spin, at the right RPMs, at the right depth, and make those precision cuts. Man, it is not. The production value on this is A+, and it is so expensive to make that link. Every single one. And see, I told you it's like a little column of 4-leaf clovers, and they're just so gorgeous. All right, try it for yourself. $80.24. Lock in that savings for every single one of those budget pays, and you still have a 30-day window to get it home. And listen, I get it. You might get something home today, you see it, and you go, oh my gosh, I think I'm just going to get that. And you get it home and you go, yeah, you know what, for whatever reason. Great, send it back. This will be something that for each item, if they do come back, each one of these that comes back in stock will have a dozen people knocking on the door saying, oh, can I get one of those? Can I get one of those? And volatility right now is a big part of what our buying team has to chase down when it comes to precious metals. So there is absolutely no promise. I make no promises that anytime this is restocked with the next batch, it's going to be at today's sterling silver price. And honestly, these really are, Tyler, these are at yesterday's, last month's sterling silver price. So yeah, excuse me. Got a little frog hanging on in there. It is definitely time to get in on this. And beautiful sterling silver pieces like this, I mean, we all know it. This is one of those things that ages well. It improves over time. The look, the patina, and pieces like this that are not the everyday garden variety piece, they also become your signature look. Have you ever been to that event where somebody's wearing a particular ring or set of earrings and you go, oh, remember that? What was that? Do you remember that lady that was wearing the, those purple earrings, those amethyst? Do you remember the lady that was wearing the big chunky bracelet? Oh, do you remember the guy remember that he was sitting down over to the right? You remember him? And he had on that shirt, blah, 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 forgettable. But, and he had on that really cool necklace. That's the thing that gets remembered. It's time that you stepped into that space and you do it with no worry whatsoever. We got you covered. We're going to get rid of all the worries and all the fuss. And we're just going to give you beautiful things at common sense prices. And these are things too, because they're all sterling silver. Remember, when the price of sterling silver continues to go up and up and up, automatically the value of your sterling silver goes up and up and up, because the rising tide lifts all boats, my friends. All right. I'm spending a lot of time on these, so I'm going to just pick it up a little bit here, because we still have 18 things to get through, and I don't want you to miss a single one. All right. Now, this is described as a heart, but when I look at this, because I'm kind of a green thumb, okay, so I look at this and I think, you know what, that sort of looks like a philodendron leaf. So depending on your life experience, you might see that as a heart. You might see it as a beautiful sort of floral inspiration, as a big tropical leaf, but you also might see it, okay, if you're one of those sand in the toes people, if you're a sea loving person or a beach loving person, your favorite place is sand and surf and sun, you might see that as little scallop shells. All of those are 100% correct. Jewelry is like art, definitely open for interpretation. Now, this is what we call an insert clasp. So it's got this little piece on the end, which you call the tab or the tongue, and it fits into this little piece, which we call the box or the receiver, and it goes in just like this. Hold on. Got 3 lenses here, y'all. And then it's got 2 safety closures. So I love that the safety closures lock it in. Wow, is that pretty? It is gorgeous. And the backside, check this out. It is double layered. So each of these is finished as though there's a gorgeous jewel set in each link, okay? But this is going to be shop 3. Now, this is going to be a shorter length, okay? So this one is actually going to be 18 inches. So if you find your collarbone notch, and I'm going to talk to the gals out there because this is a shorter length. So if you find that notch where your collarbone is, that's usually going to be, 16 or 18 inches. And then 2 fingers below that is probably where that's going to lie. But the detail on this is so gorgeous. I mean, it's just so pretty. Look at that. That is incredible. Okay, and it's graduated. So just in inches, let me give you a quick measurement. So the little links across the back are going to be about, I'm going to say 1/8 of an inch. which in millimeters, if you're doing millimeters, is going to be about 5 millimeters. And then across the top, the front, where the little pieces are the biggest, that's going to be about 10 millimeters, which is going to measure about 1/4 of an inch. So you have this beautiful, graceful graduation all around the neckline. And listen, I'm a rock hound. I'm a gemologist. I collect stones and rocks. You know, my 8-year-old grandson will come home from the playground at school and go, Gigi, I found another rock. And I say to him, oh my goodness, let me see it. Because I'm that girl. I get really excited about rocks. It's okay. Oh, Tyler. Oh gosh, this is a pretty one, y'all. When you look at this on the neckline, even on top, if you're wearing something that's taller, wear it on top. I mean, seriously, just wear it on top. It's gorgeous. If you're going to go for something that's a little bit more, revealing, wow, are you going to shine? It's going to look like you're walking into the room with your own lighting crew. This is HOT gorgeous. This is so pretty and substantial. I mean, you've got a lot of production value on this. Each one of these is its own individual piece of jewelry. We've done sterling silver rings before that have this level of finish and detail. They've got that extra gallery which just gives it a beautiful bounce. This is not a little hollow thing that just bounces around on your neckline. This has some weight, and I mean a lot of weight. This is 35 grams. This is just a smidge over an ounce. Now, I know a guy that's been doing bench jewelry forever. He grew up in the industry and he learned, how to repair jewelry while he was working in a family jewelry store. And I remember David telling me at one point, he said, you know what? We were getting ready for a show, and he said, you know what? If I had to sit down at the bench and build that clasp, a box clasp like this, and it's a hidden clasp. So you can see that the clasp is actually, there's a little jewelry camo going on here. I mean, the clasp is literally hidden under 2 of those links. David said to me, and this was a couple years ago before sterling silver got crazy in the price point, he said, if I had to sit down at the bench and literally build that clasp just from the ground up, from scratch, I had to start with just sterling silver and the talent that I have, the techniques that I know. It would cost me $200 or $300 just to build a clasp, just for that. So, no, forget about all this. No, just that. And you know as well as I do, that things are expensive in today's world. Things are expensive. Everything is at record-breaking prices. And the things that we normally think of as expensive, and I'm including myself in what I'm about to say next, you just automatically feel sort of priced out. You feel left out. You feel forgotten. Did the jewelry world forget about me? Why can't I afford anything nice anymore? Well, listen, no. Come on back to the table and let's talk, because this one is over an ounce of sterling silver. And when you look at those details. So you see what I mean? That's either a heart, or that's a philodendron, that's a leaf, or that's a little scallop seashell. You call it however you want, but don't miss out on this one. Now, we have 9 of these, okay? So that gives you a little hint about how popular this one has been. And pieces like this from the beginning, because this is a specialty piece, we don't normally get in a lot of these. So you're already working with a certain level of exclusivity and limited availability as well, which in my mind makes it even more exciting. Okay, 9 of these to go around. And this one is DeJoy. This one was created. Each one of those links has its own mold. It's got its own casting process. So this is like taking one ring and then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to estimate. You've got about 40 or 50 links on here. So it's like making one ring over and over and over. And then you take the time to put them together and put them together and put them together. So this is not just a sterling silver necklace. This is a passion. This is an obsession. This is put together by a team of artisans who are absolutely just enthralled with the idea that this is going to come into your home, and it's going to be a gift for you or someone near and dear, and it's going to be an instant heirloom. It's something right away. This says, you are special, you are wonderful, you are important to me. And finally, for some of us who have a knack for saying, when the kids are done, or you've got other things to do, and you just naturally put yourself last on the list because it's It's an exercise in love. Oh, you know what? I'll just wait. The kids, we need to get new cleats for the kids. It's softball season, you know. This is the moment where you say to yourself, no, I can't afford beautiful, lovely, heirloom quality things. So let's talk about what this costs, because I hope you're shocked. I really do. Everyday price on this. And again, think about walking into that luxury item in that luxury shopping district. I would bet that you would see something like this for $3,000 or $4,000 because it's incredibly intricate, and you pay for workmanship. Workmanship has a price tag, and the better the workmanship, the more you pay. The bigger the price tag, the more valuable that workmanship is, because not everybody can do this kind of work. This is a special skill set, and you should pay more for it because it is more valuable. So think about that for a second. If you walk into garden variety, middle of the road, there's one in every mall department store. There are a few anchors in every department store these days. That's okay. You would probably see this in their cases. We're saying at $1,500. But Tyler, I just came back from the mall a couple weekends ago. My daughter-in-law had to go to an event, and so we went and looked at, fancy dresses. By the way, she came home and shopped her closet. She bought a couple of new accessories and said, I'm just going to wear that other one on my own. Very practical. I love that. But I picked up a pair of sterling silver hoop earrings walking through, just walking through on one of the little spinny racks. I thought, let me see how much those hoops are. They were like $200 just on a little spinny rack. And I thought, oh my gosh, these are just sitting out here in the open like this. I very gently put them back and kept walking. I would bet that this at a department store is, in today's world, going to be a $3,500 purchase. And I'm saying that with all seriousness. Okay. Your everyday price at Shop LC was $469. $469. Yeah. It's on clearance now because we're down to just a few left. So the clearance price, it's already been reduced to $375. $375. We're going to take that clearance price when you type in Shop 3 down below, that $375. Put it in your cart and do it quickly because there are only 9 of these. Just try us out. When you put it in your cart and you type in Live 25, the clearance price is an additional 25% off for the few remaining pieces that we have. That means your budget pay goes from $75.20 as a clearance item. It now goes down to a live stream savings price of $56 and change. So again, massive savings that you lock in on every single budget pay. But you do have to do it now. This is a time-sensitive offer. And your reward is incredible quality, beautiful production, and a big, big, big savings on these today. And this is also free shipping. 30-day window, no secondary financing on those budget pays at all. Your first payment is $56 and change. Every one of those 4 remaining payments is going to be exactly the same amount. Drop this in your cart right now and get ready for the wow factor because it's just a few days away. Just a few days away. That one is Shop 3. And thank you as well for coming along and taking a look. Now, you can watch the live streams. They happen multiple times every single day. And you can watch us on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube as well. You can put any of those apps on your phone, but you can also load them onto your tablet, your desktop computer, and your smart TV. So tune into the live streams. And if there's a show that you want to share with somebody, please just share the link. You can go back to shoplc.com and look at live stream, and you can literally click that show and share that link with somebody that it loves beautiful values for every single item. And I'm here to tell you that more than ever before, the concept of incredible value in beautiful jewelry it's alive and well here at Shop LC. It really is. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. This is, excuse me, y'all, got a little something going on there. This one is really gorgeous because this one is going to give you a little bit of extra sparkle. Let me just leave it on the display to show you. But you also have what we call a hidden clasp, because the mechanism that keeps this on your neck is hidden underneath one of those links. And that means that every single one of those links has to have a second gallery. So it's got to have a parking spot for that beautiful clasp. So let me show you how this looks. And this is so gorgeous. The little X's, when I was a kid, there was an ad campaign and it focused on XOXO, and it was kiss, hug, kiss, hug. And the O's were like, the kiss. And the little crisscrosses were considered the hugs because your arms are wrapped around. You call them whatever you want. But I just remember kiss, hug from way back in the day. But aren't those gorgeous, Tyler? I mean, 39 grams. We're just getting heavier and heavier and heavier in the weight every single time. Now, has a little bit of sparkle as well. This one is going to be 18 inches. It's rhodium, which is super white, on top of sterling silver, 39 grams altogether. But the yellow little kissy kisses are done in 18 karat gold. Yes, please. So those little pieces are what we would call vermeil, and that's an important word because if it's going to be vermeil, it's got to be silver and gold. Okay, silver and gold. Now, if you look at this, Tyler, can you scroll down just a little bit? Because I'm thinking that there are little stones in here. Are there? Or no, am I just imagining something? I'm just imagining that. This is all diamond cut. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, my friends, it is definitely time for you to get in and grab this. Now, I want to show you something cool about this, okay? And the best way to show you is to show you the clasp. Because if you look at this, you may get this home and go, oh my gosh, I think it's coming apart. But no, it's not. Because you see, okay, there you go. You see how that pops up, Tyler? Is that in focus?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Okay. Now, that is top-notch design. This is not a rookie piece, my friend. This is done by somebody who understands jewelry history, the style, the presentation, and they know how to build a piece that will wear well. If this were just a straight line necklace, everything was connected on all four corners, it would not have the flexibility that it needs to go around your neckline. It would be bulky, it would stand up, it wouldn't lay down, but because those are connected right here on these top corners, now you've got the room so that this will flare out and it will fit on your décolleté. It will look like you have a jewelry designer on speed dial and you know them on a first-name basis. What do you pay for in this whole world? Knowledge. I mean, that's a priceless thing. And you've got so much beautiful workmanship built into this. Okay, let's talk about savings. This one is Shop 4. This is a two-tone piece. It's going to be 18 inches. So again, find your collarbone notch and you can kind of guesstimate. For me, it's about 2 fingers below the collarbone notch, and that's where my 18-inch spot is. But here's the thing. 39 grams, and it's a triple metal combination. The base is 925 sterling silver. Then you have the luxury finish of rhodium, which is exponentially more expensive than platinum. Same metal group, but way more rare, way more expensive. Then you have 18 karat yellow gold. And then you've got a way that each one of these details has what we call an illusion style setting or a star setting. And you can see how each one of those has a little point in the middle. So that center point is what's going to make your eye think that this is covered with diamonds because the sparkle pattern is built that way. Very, very beautiful workmanship on this one. All right, let's talk savings. There are only about 2 dozen, 27 pieces altogether. This one is our design, our craftsmanship, our love, our labor went into this one. Originally at $2,100 retail, easily. And sometimes when you get the kiss hug combination, you're going to pay more for that just because it's pretty and people know what it is and there's a whole other pretty price and you know what I'm talking about. It was $534.99 here at Shop LC. It's on sale. It's on a clearance price down to $427.99. And when you type in Shop 4 down below, you'll get the entire photo album for your review. And please look at how that fits on my neckline. It's nice and flat. And the thing about that is it's not going to bounce or move because it sits down and it eases into where you need it to be. I'm just looking at this. This is a good looking necklace, y'all. You're going to love the way that it really will feel like it's designed for you. All right, $427.99 clearance price is where your savings starts because when you drop it in your cart, you type in Live 25. You get every bit of this elegance and luxury, but you get it at a live stream price, which is 25% off of our clearance price. So $427.99 goes down to $320, and your budget pay which is a clearance price budget pay of $85.60, it goes down to a live stream price of $24. So again, $21 on every single budget pay, which is locked in. You've locked in the live stream price, you've locked in the live stream savings, you've locked in the live stream budget pay. But you still have your 30-day window, so get this home. There are only a few of these to go around, and they are gorgeous. So, I mean, workmanship-wise, this is really top shelf. And it's something that you can wear year-round. This is going to be something that's always ready to go, no matter what time it is, what event it is. What, you can style this to your heart's content. It's just something that just always looks absolutely fabulous. But right now, my friends, it is time for you to brighten up your future. It is time for you to put this in your cart because there are not a lot of these to go around. And of course, I've got one more. Yeah, there's the closer. 2 safety clasps on this as well. You think after 14 years I could do this, but I'm going to do this. Now, remember, when you say yes right now and you drop it in your cart, you get everything you get everything. Let me see. Oh, I just locked it back into place. There we go. And there we go. Got it. There we go. But the two-tone pieces like this really give you a wonderful mix of metals. That means that you can accessorize this with a variety of different ways. And I get it. Some people say, well, I just want to wear all white metal, or I just want to wear all yellow metal. But when you mix the two, there is a certain level of sophistication that you get that is different than just wearing one metal. It's just, you get a little bit more fun, is what it boils down to. You get a little bit more fun. All right, my friends, well, let's move on. Option number 5, we have this build as a men's link bracelet. Now, sometimes when we say men's, that just is kind of jewelry speak for it's a larger link. It's a larger length. But I could easily wear an 8-inch bracelet. I'm just saying, no harm in that. And this is we're calling this a nugget bracelet, but this is kind of like the nugget redone, the nugget redo, because instead of a flat bottom and just a sort of a nuggety surface, these look like little nuggets. And look at this. They look like little pears. They're beautiful. Look at that linkage. That's gorgeous. Okay, right now, you are right on time. This is going to be shop 5. We have 17 of these remaining. That's a good looking bracelet. That is. You've got this combination. They look like little tumble polished, because this has got the gold of the sterling silver. They look like little tumble polished gold nuggets. I mean, they're gorgeous. All right, let's talk turkey here, my friends. This one is going to be 19 grams, so over half an ounce. That tells you how strong and sturdy it is and substantial. And I'm going to show it to you up close one more time, and I want you to look at how the links are put together, okay? This one is shop 5, all right, shop 5. And free shipping on this one as well, $374.99. And this is gold on top of sterling silver. The lobster claw clasp make it super easy to put on, just as an individual piece or as a stacker piece. You make the call, all right? But right now, it is live 25 priced. It's going to go from $374.99 down to $281. Yeah, $281, which means your budget pay goes from $75 to $56, and you've locked in the budget pay. These are little pairs of nuggets put together on the ends with individual built-in connectors, link connectors, which means the only play you get are between the links themselves. Absolutely gorgeous. Man, this is beautiful. Listen, if you like this, I would say if you wear a 16-inch necklace, you really should, without a doubt, pick up 2 of these, because now you've got a little bit of a 16-inch relaxed kind of collar, and that would be so gorgeous. 18 karat yellow gold on top of sterling silver, and man, that's a pretty one. This is going to be shop 5. Drop that in the comments below. I'm curious, how many? We don't have any reviews on this one yet. I've not seen this one. This would be so easy to give for Father's Day as well. Now, there's something else I want you to know about too. We have a program which is really wonderful, and it's called Secure Shield. And that is oh, look at that. Tyler, I think I need this in my life. Look at that. I need this, y'all. We have a program called Secure Shield, and it's basically a little 2-year warranty. So it's available now on just about every single piece in the Shop LC collection, and it's always waiting for you in the checkout process. So drop this in your cart. This one is going to be shop 5. And when you drop it in the cart, it's going to say $374.99. But then you go over to the coupon section and you type in Live 25, and it goes from $374 down to $281. Now that's my kind of savings. I mean, that's almost $100. I'm going to listen to that. That's to me, that makes sense. Plus, I mean, I do look at other retail jewelries. I watch other, shopping channels. I'm a shopper. I am a shopper. But here I'm your shopping advocate. Okay, I'm your shopping Sherpa here, helping you understand and make sense out of it. And remember, there is no such thing in this industry as an MSRP. So it's really complicated. You can't just say, okay, well, I'm going to look at this over at XYZ store, and then I'm going to go over to ABC store, and then I'm going to look at QRX store, because they're not going to be the same. You have to be able to look at and break down the details of every single piece. And that's why I think I'm a teacher at heart, because I really do believe when you realize that you can come to Shop LC for the knowledge that you need to make an informed, smart decision every single time, I hope you'll allow us the privilege of being your family jeweler. I think I need this. I got to put a happy face by this one. Okay, hold on. Happy face. Okay, there's only 17. So if you beat me to it, I'll just have to miss out. But there's only 17. But remember, you can watch us on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. You can watch us in the live stream as well. So please follow the live stream broadcast, because the more you like and follow, the bigger our audience grows, the more we are able to get out there in the world of suppliers and sourcing and really come home with amazing deals like this every single time. So the stronger our audience gets, the bigger our numbers are, the more our commitment to you to bring you the variety, to bring you the value every single time, and to know that you're really buying a true treasure every single time. So when you get signed up at the Shop LC audience, you're really helping our buying team. And if you look at all these pieces today and you say, well, okay, I can resist all of those, well, then you're stronger than me, for number one. But number two, when you are ready to make that purchase, you want to make sure that you can act very quickly, because these things sell out on a daily basis. There are going to be a number of items today that sell out, they're finalized, and they're gone at Shop LC. That's just the way it is. We're here in the U.S. in 85 million homes. We have 2 sister channels in the U.K. and 1 in Germany. And you all now are just you're just like a global buyers consortium of knowledge and wisdom and folks who love honest to goodness values. So come on in. And by the way, make sure as well that you get over to Facebook and you join the Shop LC VIP page. Easy to join, free to join, and lots of perks that come along on the VIP page as well that are exclusive only to that community. So Shop LC VIP as well. If you do get this home, thank you very much. Take a moment, if you will, of your amazingly busy day and go back and add a review. We don't buy reviews. We don't pay for reviews. So anytime you take a moment and add your review, it really does help us in so many ways. And it helps other people who come after you and our additional Shop LC family members as well. Okay, that one is Shop 5.
And call our personal shoppers.
Oh, yes. I didn't mention those guys at all. 888-835-2237. Personal shoppers. If you have questions about the payment plan, you have questions about, put it on this one, on that one, you want to ship it across the miles to somebody special, you want to talk about whatever it is, personal shoppers are there to help you. 888-835-2237. Thank you, Tyler, for reminding me about the personal shopping team. Okay, we're going to keep it rolling. This one is gorgeous, and I love this because it's got a little bit of squishiness to it, so it's kind of a variation of a Bismarck chain. This one is beautiful. Again, that wonderful expanded open design makes it really big on the neckline as well, so you've got altogether about 1/4 of an inch as it spreads across the neckline, and you'll literally see how each one of these is put together into almost this beautiful little basket. Beautiful end caps, nice, large, oversized lobster claw clasp, so this one is going to be safe and secure every moment that it's on your neckline. This one is labella, and there are 4 of these remaining. This is going to be 20 inches in length, so it's going to sit a little bit higher on the neckline, but get ready, get set, and go run and grab this one right now. Beautiful lobster claw, which makes it super easy to put on and off. Look at that. And this is a piece too that maybe will accommodate something with an enhancer bail, or if you have a larger Bali piece that you wanted to put on. Doesn't need a single thing. This is a beautiful piece all on its own. Now, here's the thing. It's 17 grams. So 17 grams. Remember, we had pieces earlier in the show that were twice that gram weight, and the price reflected it. So this is where your shopping savvy kind of kicks in, and you realize that this is 17, 18 grams. So it's not an ounce. It's still substantial, but you see a totally different price point. Okay, you get a price point now that's just become irresistible. This one is Shop 7. Type that below. We'll send you the link to the photo album and all of the details on the web at shoplc.com. But when you drop this in your cart, and you should do that right now, there are only 4 of these remaining. This goes from $3.99, which is a clearance price. By the way, it's already marked down $70 from $4.69. It goes to $3.99. Live 25 takes it down to $2.99. That's a smooth $100 back in your pocket. And if you look at $2.99 compared to $4.69, that's actually $170 less than the Labella original price here at Shop LC. Your budget pay goes from $79.99 to $59 and change, $59.92. So huge savings on that one as well. This one is Shop 4. It's also Labella, also Italian made. This is called a Cristallino because each one of those little links is woven to look almost a little bit Byzantine, almost like a gorgeous crystal, sterling silver crystal, all wrapped together on your neckline. Gorgeous piece. Congratulations in advance because you are going to have the sterling silver crush on Labella. I mean, it's about time you found out where to get luxury pieces and deals like this, my friends. This is something too that is all year round. We're going to double down when it's the calendar events. So you're going to find lots of great Black Friday deals. You're going to find lots of Mother's Day deals and Father's Day deals and whatever the season is. But in the meantime and in between time, you're going to get incredible values every single day. Every single day. And that's the part that I love about it. Your holiday might be a day that's not on the calendar that everybody else celebrates. Your birthday, your anniversary, whatever it is. We want to be there when you celebrate those days. And that's the everyday mentality here at Shop LC. How much value can we deliver for every single piece? Guys, my name is Becky Booker. I'm the Downtown Rock Hound. I'm extremely passionate and frugal about finding really great deals, and I love being able to show you the difference, show you the deals, and make it all make sense. Because really and truly, you should never walk away from the process and go, "Wait, what? What was that? I didn't get any of that." Honest to goodness, reliability and quality that you can get, that you do get in every single piece, and that you know that you can trust in every single transaction. So smart. So smart. Okay, now we've got another bracelet coming up, and this is the chevron link. And chevrons just mean that it's a series of little V's that all go together. Boom, 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 like that all the way down. And there it is. Sometimes you might think of that as the lightning bolts. Very expensive.
Shop 7 first.
Shop 7?
Cristallino chain necklace.
What's that one?
Cristallino chain necklace.
Which one did I get? Oh, is this it? Is this Shop 8?
Yes, that's Shop 8.
Oh, okay.
I think we're going to Shop 7 this one.
Oh, my bad. Thank you. I'm getting ready to go to the next bracelet, y'all. Thank you, Tyler. Oh, okay. So here's the great thing. Look at this. One is kind of the mini version of the other. Okay, so this one is Shop 6. Okay. This one is Shop 7, the same link. But look at the difference. This is larger, this is smaller, but you have diamond cutting on this one. Do you see the difference in those, Tyler?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this one is Shop 6. Go get it. Go get them, Tiger. This one is Shop 7. Thank you for keeping me on track there. This one is 36 grams. This one is 17 grams. All right, well done, everybody. All right, so let's see. This one, oh my goodness. This one is about to get crazy. And this one is Labella. I see it. I see you, Labella. The diamond cutting on that is wild. Look at this. Look at the sparkle. Again, it looks like it's just absolutely decked out with little tiny puffy diamonds all the way around. Okay. So now, let's see. Just refresh. What was the price on the one Shop 6? Okay, I got it.
$2.99 was Shop 6.
All right, got it. Shop 7, okay, still an incredible deal on Labella. Your everyday price on this one is $269. Okay, 5 reviews with an average of 4.2 stars. Your budget pay goes from $54 down to $40. So $14 on all 5 of those interest-free budget pays. That is a good-looking chain. Father's Day, I think, is the second Sunday in May, if I'm right. It's coming up, my friends. In June. I'm sorry, June. This is the middle of this is the middle of May already. I mean, did you blink? Where did 1997 go? I don't know. I don't know, but it's gone. Where did 2024 go? I don't know. 2025, it's gone. Look at this. And this, you know what I love? We have in this collection an absolute amazing variety. Just in these items today, so much variety that you just don't get at a regular retail store because we go direct. There's no middleman in this process. If we tell you it's a Labella chain, we bought it from Labella. If it's a DeJoy chain, we made it. So there's no middleman in the process. There's no celebrity endorsements. There's no big advertising contract. There's no glossy magazine pages. Just honest to goodness value and the accolades that come with that. In fact, can I just brag for just like 2 seconds? USA Today has named Shop LC as one of the most trusted brands for 2026. That's huge. That's an incredible accolade. Thank you all for getting us out there and bragging on us. I love it. All right. This one, $269.99. This one is going to be Shop 7. Drop that in your cart and type in Live 25 and your budget pay goes from $54 down to $40. $14 on every single budget pay. And yeah, you can stack and layer, honey, to your heart's content. This is the day where you realize that you can just do it. And I love how sometimes you see pictures of, people in other places. And I know here sometimes in the U.S. we think, well, less is more, yada, yada, yada. But if you look at how other cultures wear precious metal, they wear every piece they can get and they wear it all the time. And it just becomes a way of, that you've got a little money in the bank along the way. I love that. Okay, very distinguished look, Italian craftsmanship. And listen, before it's too late, make sure you grab one of these because we only have 4 of these in the house. So only 4 of those. And it is signed, sealed, and delivered a Labella original and Labella exclusive right here at Shop LC. That's a good looking piece, y'all. That one you could easily put a pendant on too if you needed to. All right, doing the chevron bracelet next. I get really excited about bracelets. I love wearing a necklace or gorgeous earrings. I mean, I love that. But there's just something for me so wonderful about looking down at the end of my arm on my wrist and seeing a beautiful piece. It's sort of like instant gratification, I mean, I know I'm wearing earrings, but if I'm not, catching a glimpse of myself somewhere, I never really see myself wearing them. I don't get to, that visual, wow, I love those earrings. You don't get to see that. But when you're wearing a beautiful collection of bracelets, well, it's sort of like instant gratification. Now, this is time for you to get on the phones. This is time for you. I'm sorry, not on the phones. This is time for you to type in right now, Shop 8, because we have 18 of these. And this one it says 7.25 inches. I'm going to measure it. But look at this. Do you see how this folds back almost all the way on itself? Do you know what that tells you? This one has some flexibility, and that flexibility for an everyday wearable bracelet makes this one invaluable. That's a very difficult thing. The bracelet itself is going to be about 5 millimeters, so that's going to make it about 1/4 inch. It's got a little bit of a dome on the top. Type in Shop 8 right now and go back to the Shop LC website so you can see all of the photos. But the way that this flows, the way that this moves, the beautiful sort of easy, sort of graceful movement on your wrist, it's just such a joy to wear. We have 18 of these in the house. Shop 8 down below. This is $269.99 at Shop LC every day of the week. But today, the last 18 are now part of the Shop LC Get Them Before They're Gone inventory. And this is just a beautiful piece. Ladies, gentlemen, anybody that can get into this one, just go for it. This is going to be about 7.25 inches. That insert box clasp with the 2 locking safeties is a game changer. And yeah, that's going to be about 7.5 inches. Beautiful piece. All right. Normally $269.99. It's on clearance. And this is sterling silver, believe it or not, with gold on top of it. And that's one of the things. if you're taking a pause on gold because it's right around $5,000 an ounce, listen, I get you. I really do. But sterling silver is also a precious metal, and that's never going to go away. It's always going to hold on to its value. But this one has definitely had the luxury finish added to it. That is finished off in gold, my friends. And I mean, it is 18 karat yellow gold. Top, bottom, every bit of that clasp, all finished in 18 karat yellow gold. $269 on sale down to $215. Type in Live 25 after you drop this one in your cart, and guess what? Your budget pay goes from $43 to $32. About $1 a day. That does not look like $1 a day. That does not look like $1 a day. And I don't even apologize for that. We've already done the nugget bracelet. This one is 8 inches. This is about 7 1/4, 7 1/2. Beautiful, stackable, wearable. Let me just ask you this. What would you pay for the both of those if they were both in gold? Remember, these are right around half an ounce each. If those were in gold, oh my gosh, tens of thousands of dollars. But right now, sterling silver with gold on top of that, a genuine vermeil mounting, this one goes down to $32 on budget pay, with a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. Absolutely amazing. So amazing. So amazing. Okay, we're going to be moving and grooving. Coming up is item number 10. And this is another one that the first time I saw this, I just kind of went, oh my gosh, this is wild. Coming up next, option. 9. Yeah, shop 9. And, excuse me, we're calling this a twisted omega, but this is actually not an omega. An omega chain is one that just lays flat and it's a little links, kind of like a chevron that just fits around. Iconic look. This one is so complex in the manufacturing. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to untwist this, okay? And you can see that there's several layers. I believe this one is 6 layers, and this is kind of a box chain. It is super strong and sturdy, okay? So it's going to fit you like an omega. Did you see how it popped back? So you can get it twisted, and it will naturally just pop back. Yeah, see that? It wants to stay in that position. And that's one of the reasons that if you've had an omega chain in the past, and I have, and I'll admit it, I'm a little bit rough and tough with some of my jewelry items. I do not always take the greatest care with them, but this one is going to hold on to that shape. It's definitely a collar. It's got a springiness to it. It's got a memory to it. It will hold its shape. And because it is 6 individual, almost micro box strands, and a box, by the way, is a super strong link, they're all arranged together, and then they stay in that configuration. Sterling silver and gold by themselves are very malleable, so they don't always want to hold their shape, but this is going to hold that shape. And do you notice this is kind of like got a little bit of a, almost kind of an antique kind of feeling to it. It's got kind of a little bit of a darker rhodium to it, which just is so gorgeous. How do you wear a bigger chain? How do you wear a more substantial chain without looking like you're wearing a bigger or more substantial chain? Thank you. Cough drop. Thank you, Tyler. It's out. It rained last night here. I thought our house was going to blow away. I'm not kidding you. I was thinking I was going to meet the wizard last night. Amazing. Okay, thank you. Now, this one is also unusual for this type of chain because the springiness is there, which means it's going to keep its shape. But it also means that when you want to add a larger chain to a larger pendant, yeah, this is going to be about 5 millimeters, about 4.5 or 5. Yeah. So look at this. You see, I want you to see how bouncy it is because keeping that shape is really key. Any item that has flexibility like this or this kind of springiness and movement, watch. See, you would think that that's going to lose its shape. Let me just get crazy with this one. Look how tough that is. Automatically goes back to its shape. Gorgeous. Put a stainless steel chain on this, a pendant. Put a bodily piece on this. And it's got a 2-inch extender. So you've got this unusual configuration inspired by an omega, but definitely different than omega. But this is going to go from 18 to 20 inches. So let me show you the longest length as well. And I'm going to start figuring out your price here. This one is going to be shop 9, and it's going to be about 20 grams. It says 17 inches, but it'll be more like almost 20. Oh, hold on. Almost 20. Big lobster claw clasp on this one. Sometimes with the nails. Sometimes the manicures gets in the way. It does. Okay, there we go. So it'll go from here. It'll go from here just under to about there. A little bit of that much of a differentiation. But sometimes that's all you need. This is a piece, if you've got any trips planned, anytime, spring, summer, whatever, this is going to you'll just wear it. You can put any of our big stainless steel butterflies on any of our Murano-inspired pieces. I mean, we're going to be doing this piece a little bit later. Look at this one, Tyler. I mean, you could put this piece on there because it's got a larger bail. And sometimes if it's a bigger piece, it's a more substantial piece, you want it to be on a heftier chain. You want the silhouette to sort of match. Let's talk about hefty savings. Are you ready? This one, we have 45 of these. It's a clearance price right now, $215. It was $269. When you start adding details, manufacturing details, like that memory aspect of this, things get pricey really quickly. Honestly, I'm surprised at $269. If I saw this here at Shop LC at more like $399, I would say, yep, well, that's something that you pay for. But our everyday price is $269. Our clearance price for the last 4 of these remaining, nope, for the last 8, nope. Okay, we have 3.5 dozen. Can't believe it. 20 grams. Our clearance price is already from $269 down to $215. When you type in Shop 9 down below, it'll send you back the information. And please go and look at the detail of this. I know it says Omega, but it is just absolutely gorgeous on this. It is so sturdy. I had an Omega. Wore it out. You know why? Because I was not as careful as I should have been. You do not, let me make myself clear, you do not have to be careful with this. And if you needed to, you can add an extra extender to that, as much as 7 inches. Because it's going to keep that chain, it's going to keep that look. And even if it's a little bit longer, oh my gosh, it's going to be gorgeous. Okay. $215.99. Live 25 savings. Type in Live 25 and your savings right now, but only for 48 hours, drops it down to $161. And then you slice and dice into 5 payments of $32.40, which makes it $1 and 3 cents a day or something like that. That is fabulosity. And Tyler, when's the last time you saw something that had the darker finish on it?
It's been a while, but I love it.
Yeah, we don't really see that. That's a very handsome piece. Tyler, this would look great on you, by the way. Really, really nice. Okay. Only 18. Don't have a minute to wait. Grab them while you can. All right, we're going to move over next to an Art Deco bracelet. And let me see. There it is. And we're calling this Art Deco. I'll show you why. Because it's got a little bit of angular shaping to it. And on top of that, it's got a huge level of sort of like micro details. Okay, look at that. So the little diamond shapes along the way are the inspiration for why we call it Art Deco. And if you look back at designs that were done in the early 1900s, for example, you're going to see things that have lots of angles, lots of geometric inspiration. That was the age of industrialization, and you were seeing to know that you're buying something from a refinery that does all the math, they do all the numbers, and they have the highest level of impeccable accountability on the planet, the Kundian refinery. These are collectible as well because you're going to see we've done many designs from this organization. This one just happens to be some people call it the Tree of Life here in the U.S., but this is called the Wishing Tree, and it's inspired by the Ficus benjaminus, but beautiful. All right, now on this one, in this batch, we have 100 left. This is different because this is fine silver. That means for as well as we can refine to the best of current refining techniques, this is properly and appropriately called pure silver. This is 10 grams, and I would tell you if you are going to collect these, leave them in the sleeve, just like you were going to collect a coin or you're going to get a print set or any other mint sets. You want to leave this in the sleeve. Number one, because it will keep it from oxidizing, so it will not tarnish. But it also has all of the details that you need. So you have all the provenance right there on this card. Absolutely amazing. You've got a QR code on there. Each one of these is numbered. And you've got all the information that you need from the refinery itself. Very, very important. 10 grams, what they call patrioterie. These should be $134.99. Live stream price on this one takes it down to $101, and then your budget pay on this is $33.74. If you're looking for a way to collect a little bit of pure silver, if you're looking for a way to collect a little bit of something that you know over the long term is going to have its value, it's going to hang on to that, this is where you want to be. Now, I will say, just a little disclaimer, back in the 80s or so, and you still see many collectible, bars of metal coins, gold coins, silver bars, and some people will take this out just for the sake of putting it in a frame and wearing it. This is something that some people will actually wear. But for the sake of collectability, this is like a coin or a stamp. You want to keep it in pristine condition. That means leave it in the sleeve. This is a solid bar of 10 grams of fine silver. So this is the purest of the pure silver that we can get you in today's marketplace, okay? You're more than welcome to get as many of these as you want. Free shipping on this one as well. And just absolutely gorgeous. Get them for gifts. Get them for long-term value. Get them for dropping in your safety deposit box. Maybe this is a thing. If you're a guy or a gal in my category, you may remember somebody along the way giving you a savings bond. This is kind of the 2025 version of that, except you just hang on to it. It's got that, yeah. How many of these do you want? That's the question. How many of these do you want before this batch goes out of stock and we have to go back to the refinery and make another deal based on the current spot price of silver? Gold, the metals market, whatever it is, the metals market never sleeps. These are commodities that have a reputation for holding on to their value. That's not me. That's not looking it up somewhere. That's the history of this metal. That's the history of this product, gold included. So when you're looking for something for long term, this is it. Okay, this is it. Beautiful. Put this in a card and take that to the baby shower. Okay, because when the stroller is outgrown and the bottle warmer is collecting dust in the garage, that mommy or daddy who's got this for that kiddo locked away in the safety deposit box, amazing. Okay. Amazing. Those have been very popular here at Shop LC. And you can probably go to the Shop LC VIP page and have a little conversation with other people who are collecting these for the long haul. Okay. So that one is going to be Shop 15. Put that in your shopping cart below. Put that in the chat below, the comment section. We'll send you back a link. All sorts of wonderful information there. My name is Becky Booker. We are very quickly getting to the end of the show. Now, I've been wearing a pair of diamond earrings the whole time, and I want to just remind you that we're going to be doing 2 hours of lab-grown diamonds. So if you want some straight talk on lab-grown diamonds and you want an honest goodness discussion on value and grading with somebody who understands how to grade diamonds and somebody who taught diamond grading for GIA, I'm your girl, and I'm going to be back with you for the next session. starting a little bit past 10. So yeah, stick around for lab grown diamonds. And no, you don't have to keep your eyeballs on the screen all the time. You can always just keep us along in the background as well. So that's a great way for whatever you're doing today. And then you can chime in on the chat whenever you've got a question. You can find me on Facebook as Becky Booker. You can find me on Facebook as Becky Booker Shop LC host. You can find me on Instagram as Becky Booker GG for graduate gemologists. You can find me on TikTok occasionally as Becky B. But I'd love to meet you wherever you are and talk about things that really matter. So here we go. All right, coming up next. This is rhodium over sterling silver, 20 inches, 8+ grams on this one. Do I have the right one? No, I do not. Do I have the right one, Tyler? That one looks like... Yeah, I do. I got it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I'm squinting at the screen. He's squinting at the screen. We're all going, yes, that's the right one. This is beautiful. Now, you look at this, and it's described as an interlocking link. Some of you will look at this and call it a wheat chain. Some of you will look at this and call it a spiga. I'm just going to say, listen, this one is a toughie, okay? Beautiful finish on the end caps and the lobster claw clasp. And this one is built to be worn all the time. All the time, all the time. Now, most people will say, oh gosh, that's heavy. That's going to be expensive. And you can say to them, yeah, but I know where to get it. I know a guy. I know a gal. I know a place. So let me kindly ask you for a referral. Okay. Your friends, your family, somebody in your family that loves beautiful things or just has a really keen sense of value. We're the place where that person should come and take a look. All right, this one is going to be shop 16. We have 14 of these. And when you look at it on the side, it almost looks like sort of like a curb link. But then you go, wait a second, it's a curb times 4. So on all sides, you have that same design. So they're all interlocking for sure. They're beautiful. Now, 20 inches, lobster claw clasp, 8 grams. This is different because it's 925 sterling. But you can see that it looks a little bit different because this one is finished off with rhodium over the entire length of the chain. So rhodium has a sort of a brilliant white look to it. Sterling is bright and shiny and a white metal, but rhodium has a depth of color that's a little bit different. So this is a piece that will probably, even to the experienced jewelry eye, look like you're wearing a platinum chain. Okay. Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay. $119.99. I just am realizing the savings on this. 14 of these, and that's it. That's all. You type in live 25 when you get to the checkout part of it. This one is shop 16. Type that down below, shop 16. Then when you get the link, drop it in your shopping cart and then type in live 25. And your price goes from $119 way low. It goes from $119 down to $89. I'm not talking about several payments of $89. I'm talking about one payment and you own it forever and always. Or if you want to make payments, we hold on to the balance for 5 payments. You make the first payment today. Your first payment goes from $30 to $22. And then you've locked in the live 25 savings on all 5 budget pays. You still have 30 days to get home. Give it a consideration. Think about it. But you got to get it while you can because we have 14 of these left. That's wild. Wild and wonderful. And yes, please. All right, my friends, we are coming up to the end of the presentations here pretty quickly. So I'm going to get you through the last 3 or 4 of these as quickly as we can. This is something that is normally called a popcorn chain. And it looks, if you look at each one of the individual links, they look like a little poof of popped corn. And then they're all strung together. This is in spite of the look of this, it's a very strong chain because of the way all the links are connected. You have a very large lobster claw clasp and beautiful chain ends as well. So a wonderful silhouette. This is going to be 7¼ inches. Now I will tell you, if you are a sweet petite, let me just show you. I normally wear 7½ or 8 inches. This is going to be good for probably up to about 7 inches. So this is going to be something that will be perfect for those of you who have a more petite wrist. Okay, so this will not fit me. And the reason that it won't fit me is because it has a lot of width to it. And that means the width will keep it from wrapping around my wrist. So it's large enough that you want to wear this for a smaller silhouette. But just look at that. That's pretty. All right. Shop 17. We have just a few dozen of these. This is 7¼ inches. And this one is another hefty piece. We haven't had no lightweight pieces in this collection today. 8.9 grams. If you've never seen the popcorn link, just for educational purposes, maybe, type in Shop 17 down below. We'll send you the link to this one. And there's some beautiful pictures of this one that go all the way around so you can see how complicated this link is. They have puffy surfaces. They're connected on multiple sides. So again, a really challenging piece from the manufacturing process to bring in at a price like this. Now, this should be $119 any day of the week, anytime. If you were going to shop for this at retail, I would expect several $100s for sure. But it's already on clearance, so we've taken 119 down to 101. Now you type in Live 25 at checkout once this is in your cart. And 101 goes down to 76 and change. And your budget pay goes from 20 to 15. So you've locked in the Live 25 savings. You're getting the free shipping. You're getting 30-day money-back guarantee. But if you're not getting in on this ASAP, you will miss out on it. And again, another one that in all of the hundreds of styles of chains that we brought you over the last few years, very, very different. It's larger in the silhouette. It's beautifully made. It's finished off with a lobster claw clasp. The ends are beautiful and rounded all the way through. And it's a budget pay of $15. Okay, $15. 5 interest-free budget pays of $15. Pretty amazing. All right, now, I've been wearing these diamond hoop earrings because we've got a diamond show coming up in just a little bit, lab-grown diamonds. But I want to show you a beautiful earring that is, again, multi-purpose, multifunctional, everyday wearable. Just put it on, don't worry about it, kind of look and feel. So let me just swap really quick. This is done with a flattened kind of Byzantine link, and you do have what we call a stabilizer bar, which is really important because that one little feature, that little detail right here, that little U shape, is the thing that keeps the earring in shape. So we've all had that squishy earring where it kind of mashes back and forth because, metal is malleable. But that little detail locks that shape in place and there's no squishing. So you're never going to have to aim and hope for the back. If I had a pair of these, something similar a long time ago without the stabilizer bar, squishy, didn't hold its shape. I thought I had locked the earring in and I missed the back of it entirely. And the earring came out and I lost it. And I realized I probably just didn't have it locked correctly. This means you can always keep it locked in place. Now, this is a little bit of earring perfection, so calling all hoopologists. Really overall a petite profile from the top where it goes through the piercing to the bottom. It's only an inch, so it's not a very big profile, but you can see it really makes a nice impact. The Byzantine link has been flattened out and locked into place. So again, you get all the elegance of that Byzantine link, but the stabilizer bar means everything stays in place. All right, look on this. 20 pairs. This is finished off with rhodium. Should be $94.99. The clearance price on this is $75. Live 25. How many of those 20 pairs do you want? Because this is a perfect hoop. I'm telling you that right now. You'll wear this all the time. All the time. With your Kentucky Derby hat or with your baseball cap. You'll look great the whole time you're wearing this. Should be $4.99. Retail, we're at $94.99 Shop LC. We're at clearance of $75.99, and you type in Live 25 when you have these in your shopping cart, and your price goes from $75 clearance to $56 live stream, and your budget pay goes all the way down to $14. Can we just get crazy practical? That's about 50 cents a day for an earring that you will never wear this out. I mean, it's a substantial weight. It's about 7 grams. So you've got about 3.5 grams in each ear, which is just comfortable, beautiful, seriously, earring perfection. And if you want to wear it as a solo piece, you can. But if you have multiple piercings, it's just a great foundation piece. So you can multi-pierce all up and down, and it still fits into any profile. Okay. All right. Check out the Sure Shield program as well. So it's a great way to lock in 2 years of worry-free wear on any of your Shop LC treasures. Coming up next, we've got one ring in the show today. And here it is, and it's 360 degrees. It's called Leaf and Vine, and you can get this in the sizes that you need. If you're doing just silver for bridal jewelry, that's a stunning piece. I love that it's kind of got that leaf design because it sort of goes back and layers with the Tree of Life, silhouette. So if you do love to add matching silhouettes, the Tree of Life goes beautifully with this because it is very floral or very vine inspired, but beautiful. Now, this one will come in several sizes, but we only have 92 altogether. If you need a size 10 or a size 5, we only have 7 of those. This one, by the way, makes a great thumb ring, okay, because it's super comfortable all the way around. I'm a gal who likes to wear a thumb ring, and it's kind of got a leaf and a vine and almost a chevron design. So beautiful on that. All right, Shop LC price on this one. If you're going to buy something like this at retail, $379. If you're going to buy it every day here at Shop LC, it would be $69.99. Deal, my friends. You're going to type in Shop 19, and your price goes from $69.99. And this one is a 360 degrees, so you can literally call this an eternity band as well. From $69 down to $52, your budget pay, 4 budget pays, go from $17.50 down to $13. You've locked in this gorgeous band, you've locked in your Live 25 savings, and you've locked that in on all of the budget pays. Okay. Beautiful piece. Just an absolutely gorgeous piece. Buy it in the size that you would normally wear. I normally wear an 8. This is a 7, and I can fit it over my knuckle. I would say to you, buy it in the size that you normally wear. It's gorgeous. 2 of these together as a ring guard is another great way to wear these. So, yeah, just get them while you can. And remember, if you want multiple pieces, then talk to the buying team, talk to the personal shopping team at 888-835-2237. We've done an amazing collection of sterling silver today. I hope you'll go back and share the show with your friends and your family or anybody in your circle who just loves great values, because we are your value source on these beautiful items, luxury items at everyday common sense pricing. But we're going to end the show with one more. This one is Live 20. And it's this beautiful sort of it's not quite a Byzantine because it's all put together, but you can see this amazing. It looks like sterling silver tapestry. And
we'll just do the price and then switch to the next show.
Okay, got it. This one is going to be your layering box chain, and this is clearance priced at $75.99. And when you type in Live 25, it goes all the way down from a budget pay of $19 to $14. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with lab-grown diamonds. And I'll tell you something, I'd love to hear from you. We're going to have an honest-to-goodness chat about what they are, why they're important, and how it changes your ability to buy and collect beautiful diamonds at a time like never before. All right, see you soon, everybody. Lab-grown diamonds coming up next. Get your sterling silver deals. Bye-bye for now.